Milestone 4, Task 2. Jessica, looking at your postcard that you've put together in InDesign using your Illustrator illustration. And this is really kind of an interesting shot. I have no idea, what it is. It almost needs a little more detail on it, but it balances pretty well. It's kind of interesting shapes and patterns. And then underneath it you have your photography name. What I would suggest, I'm going to click on the photography. I'm just going to bring it over, and you want to line it up with the edge of your image. Okay, so it's totally, either that or center it. But it's just a slight thing, but it does make a difference in the long run. Also, some of it's so dark it's kind of blending into the background. You may be something that you want to put just a line around the edge to separate it. Maybe a green line, just a thin line to separate it from the background. Looking at the back of the card, you have a nice line here. That's great. You do have a border on there. It fits the layout pretty well. It's a little close. So what I'm going to do is just kind of select all of them and move the whole thing down a little and a little to the right. It just gives a little more space, especially when it's so close to the top and you have that black line around it. The other thing I might do is just move this part of it down a little bit, leaving more space for the name. So it's all about the space. Also, you kind of, this one maybe could go down a little bit further too. You want to keep it so it's readable. That's the whole point of this. So I've moved everything to allow this to be readable, and then the top marking to be readable. This is also a time to possibly bring in some of the color, maybe for the border from the other side of your card, just as a little extra emphasis. So overall, good job, good use of, you've done, follow the directions fairly well, and hopefully I'll see some of these little repairs in your final.